Hey guys, my name's Natalie. Welcome to His Kids Online. Before we get started this morning, let's go ahead and practice the verse of the month.
Proverbs 17:17. A friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes. A friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes. A friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes.
All right guys, awesome job today. I'll catch you next time for some more Bible in Motion.
Good morning. Hope that you're doing well this Sunday morning. I want to tell you today about a friend that I had as a child. I had a best friend named Adam. Adam and I lived in the same neighborhood. We went to the same school. Sometimes we even played on the same sports teams, which meant we spent a lot of time together. But you know what else we did? Every afternoon after school, we would go to each other's houses and play together. So when you spend a lot of time with your best friend, you have a lot of really great times. But my friend Adam and I also managed to find a little trouble. Sometimes we even got in trouble together. Like this one time, I was getting picked on by this really tall guy who was bugging me at recess, and my friend Adam came over to jump in and help me out. That's what a friend does. In fact, our Bible verse that we're studying this month, Proverbs 17:17 says, "A friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes." Clearly,
So wait a minute, am I supposed to love my friend even when she brags about her new iPad?
Yeah, you are, because a friend loves at all times. And this is a real challenge we're going to talk about today. So we're going to go worship. I want you to stand up off the couch, get up, wiggle your arms out a little bit, stretch out, and be ready to sing along. When we come back, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how we can answer that question.
Hey kids, this song is called River, and the moves go like this. I got a river flowing out of me. It opens eyes and sets the captive free. I got a river flowing out of me, splash. And then throughout the song, we do a bunch of splish, splash, splish, splash. You got it. Let's do this.
I've got a river flowing out of me. It opens eyes and sets the captives free. I've got a river flowing out of me. Splash. Splish, splash, like a sunfish. I'm soaking in the deep. Splish, splash, I've been in the bathroom moving Jesus free. Splish, splash, like an ocean whale. I'm spouting out the truth in me. I've got a river flowing out of me. It opens eyes and sets the captives free. I've got a river flowing out of me. Splash. Splish, splash, like a sunfish. I'm soaking in the deep. Splish, splash, I've been in the bathroom moving Jesus free. Splish, splash, like an ocean whale. I'm spouting out the truth in me. I've got the river and I let it flow. In me. I've got the river and I let it flow. In me. I've got a river flowing out of me. It opens eyes and sets the captives free. I've got a river flowing out of me. Splash. Splash, splash, like a sun fish, I'm soaking in the deep. Splish, splash, I've been in the bathroom moving Jesus free. Splish, splash, like an ocean whale, I'm spouting out the truth in me. I've got a river flowing out of me. It opens eyes and sets the captives free. I've got a river flowing out of me. Splash. Splish, splash, like a sunfish, I'm soaking in the deep. Splish, splash, I've been in the bathroom moving Jesus free. Splish, splash, like an ocean whale, I'm spouting out the truth in me. I've got the river and I let it flow. In me. I've got the river and I let it flow. In me. I've got a river flowing out of me.
That was really good. I love our kids' worship team. They do such a great job. They write such amazing songs, and they really get me up and moving. So I really thank them for all of their hard work. And you know, as I was sitting there during worship, I couldn't stop thinking about what that Bible verse said. It's really clear. A friend loves at all times. And it's hard to do. Like, it challenges me to think that I've got to love my friends at all times. So it got me thinking about, like, I love my wife, I love my kids, I love my friends. You know, I sometimes even don't mind all the interruptions we get around here.
But
you know?
wait a minute. So
Again?
I seriously have to love my friend even when she hangs out with her other friends and not with me? That really hurts.
It is. It hurts. Sometimes your friends hurt you, and it's not pleasant, and it really presents a challenge. I want to think a little bit more about what love really is. Makes me ask the question, what is love?
What is love?
So we really
Baby,
need to
don't hurt me.
look at,
Don't hurt me.
let's look at 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8. Let's talk about what Paul says love is. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or even rude. It does not demand its own way. It is not irritable, and it keeps no record of being wronged. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always hopeful, and it endures through every circumstance. Those verses right there describe a godly friend.
Where can I find a friend like that, Daniel?
Well, in the Bible, there are two friends named David and Johnathan. David and Johnathan were two of the best friends you'll find in the Bible. And they have a long history and a really long story. I'm going to summarize it into a bite-sized chunk for you before we talk about where they got in some real trouble. So David, after he kills Goliath the giant, gets invited to live in the palace of the king, King Saul. And during that time he's living there, basically adopted as their son, he befriends Johnathan, the king's son. Their friendship was so tight, but there was one thing that was constantly trying to tear at that. That was Saul's jealousy. You see, God wanted David to be the next king of Israel, but Johnathan was supposed to be. Real opportunity for some jealousy by Johnathan here, because God had spoken. When Saul, though, found out, he was enraged, jealous, angry, and frustrated, and he kept threatening to take David's life. So they kind of had to come up with a plan. Let's check this out. They decide to work together to determine, is this a real threat to David's life? Is Saul just fooling, or is he serious? "Come out to the field with me," Johnathan replied, and they went out there together. So they're going to go out into a field. Then Johnathan told David, "I promise by the Lord, the God of Israel, that by this time tomorrow, or the next day at the latest, I will talk to my father and let you know at once how he feels about you." So they needed the answer once and for all. Is he going to go through with this? "If he speaks favorably about you, I will let you know. But if he is angry and wants you killed, may the Lord strike me and even kill me if I don't warn you so that you can escape and live. May the Lord be with you as he used to be with my father. And may you treat me with the faithful love of the Lord as long as I live. But if I die, treat my family with this faithful love, even when the Lord destroys all your enemies from the face of the earth." They're making a promise to each other to remain friends no matter what is coming. And they don't know if Saul could call the whole army out to find David and kill him. Let's continue. It says, "So Johnathan made a solemn pact with David, saying, 'May the Lord destroy all your enemies.' And Johnathan made David reaffirm his vow of friendship again, for Johnathan loved David as he loved himself." There's that love at all times that Proverbs talks about. These two men had decided to be friends throughout and no matter what. So I'll fast forward a little bit. There's a big feast, and David and Johnathan decide that David's going to skip out on the feast. If he skips out on it and doesn't show up, and Saul is like, "Meh, big deal," they know they're in the clear. But if Saul is like, "I'm so mad, where is David?" they know they're in trouble. And they know that Saul really means it when he says he's going to kill David. So Johnathan said, "Tomorrow we celebrate the new moon festival. You will be missed when your place at the table is empty." This is the beginning of their plan. "The day after tomorrow, toward evening, go to the place where you hid before and wait there by the stone pile. I will come out and shoot 3 arrows to the side of the stone pile as though I were shooting at a target. Then I will send a boy to bring the arrows back. If you hear me tell him, 'They're on this side,' then you will know as surely as the Lord lives that all is well and there is no trouble." We hope he points this way. "But if I tell him, 'Go further, the arrows are still ahead of you,' then it will mean that you must leave immediately. For the Lord is sending you away, and may the Lord make us keep our promises to each other, for he has witnessed them." So David hides in the field, and the festival goes on. And Saul, unfortunately, notices that David's not there, and he gets extremely angry. Here's how angry he gets. Saul boiled with rage at Johnathan. "You stupid son," he swore at him. "Do you think I don't know that you want him to be king in your place? Shaming yourself and your mother. As long as that son of Jesse is alive, you will never be king. Now go and get him so I can kill him." Sure enough, Saul wasn't kidding. He was so angry. This means that they've got to hatch the plan, and they're not excited about this. Johnathan tries. He tries so hard. In the next few verses, he pleads with his father, "Don't kill my friend. Please, no." Johnathan left the table in fierce anger, and he refused to eat even on the second day of the festival, for he was crushed by his father's shameful behavior towards David. So let's wrap this part of the story up with this. The next morning, as agreed, Johnathan went out to the field and took a young boy with him to gather his arrows. "Start running," he told the boy, "so you can find the arrows as I shoot them." So the boy ran, and Johnathan shot an arrow long beyond him, way out there. When the boy had almost reached the arrow, Johnathan shouted sadly, "The arrow is still ahead of you. Hurry, hurry, don't wait." So the boy quickly gathered up the arrows and ran back to his master. He, of course, suspected nothing. Only Johnathan and David understood the signal. Then Johnathan gave his bow and arrows to the boy and told him to take them back to town. In sadness, as soon as the boy was gone, David came out from where he had been hiding near the stone pile. David bowed 3 times to Johnathan, with his face to the ground. Both of them were in tears as they embraced each other and said goodbye, especially David. At last Johnathan said to David, "Go in peace, for we have sworn loyalty to each other in the Lord's name. The Lord is the witness of a bond between us and our children forever." And David left, and Johnathan returned to town, sadly. Now that's a sad ending to that story. What we learned from it, we'll talk about in a few minutes, but I need something fun right now. So we're gonna go do something fun, and when we get back, we're gonna wrap this up.
What's up, guys? My name's Thomas, and I want to play a quick game with you guys. So I'm going to play a sound clip from an animal video, and it's your job to guess what animal it is. Okay, you guys ready for the first one? This is going to be an easy one. Here we go. Okay, guys, did you guess it? This is a pretty easy one. Okay, let's watch the video and see what it is. Oh, that was such a cute puppy. If you guessed puppy, you got it right. Okay, we're gonna do another one, but this one's gonna be a little bit tougher. Here we go. Wow, that was really weird. Okay, well, you guys take a second and try to guess. Ask your friends and family, and then we'll play the video clip right now. Well, good job if you guessed donkey. It's really funny looking. Okay, guys, this third one is going to be even tougher. So let's listen in. Whoa, what could that be? Well, let's take a second and guess, and then... Okay, do you have your guess? Okay, let's look at the video clip and see what it was. Oh, that monkey is so cute. Well, if you guessed monkey, then you got it right. Okay, we got another one. This one's gonna be even more difficult. You guys ready? Okay, let's listen. Okay, you guys have your guesses? I think I know what it is. Okay, let's watch the video clip. Well, if you guessed 2 parrots talking to each other, then you got it right. They were so cute. Okay, we got one more. You guys ready? This will probably be the most difficult one of them all. Let's listen in. Wow, that one was really weird sounding. I have no clue what that could be. You guys ready to see what it was? Okay, let's find out. Roll the clip. Wow, it was Madison all along. Madison, really good at making animal noises. Well, guys, it's time to head back over to Daniel. Thanks for playing with me, and I'll see you guys next time.
Whew, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that activity. We can take away a lot of great things from the story of David and Johnathan. Most importantly, when we look at the trouble that came to them and how they stuck it out, we can be reminded again of Proverbs 17:17. A friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes.
So I get it now. No matter what, friends love one another.
Absolutely. That's perfect. No matter what trouble you get into, no matter what's going on in your life, your friends love you, and you can love your friends. And when you put 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8 at the forefront of your friendships, you're living the way God wants you to live with your friends. So think about your friends and how you behave with your friends as I read this to close us out. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It's not irritable, and it keeps no record of wrong. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up. It never loses faith, and it's always hopeful, and it endures through every circumstance. I'm going to go text a few of my friends and tell them how important they are to me. I'll see you later.
I've got a river flowing out of me. It opens eyes and sets the captives free. I've got a river flowing out of me. Splash. Splish, splash, like a sunfish. I'm soaking in the deep. Splish, splash, I've been in the bathroom moving Jesus free. Splish, splash, like an ocean whale. I'm spouting out the truth in me. I've got a river flowing out of me. It opens eyes and sets the captives free. I've got a river flowing out of me. Splash. Splish, splash, like a sunfish. I'm soaking in the deep. Splish, splash, I've been in the bathroom moving Jesus free. Splish, splash, like an ocean whale. I'm spouting